Hello, everybody. Welcome and Happy New Year. I'm Cheryl, aka Merpirate, and this is Merpirate Makes. Since today is January 1st, let's talk about my 2025 goals and my 2025 Make 9. It seems truly bizarre that it's already 2025. I just don't even know where the last 4 years have gone. So let's get started with my goals. Goal number 1. Sew once a week. I haven't been sewing consistently lately, like not in years, and I just really miss it. And I also really want clothes. We moved states last year from California to Colorado, and not only did I not have the warm clothes I needed for Colorado, I also got rid of a ton of clothes so that we could move like just with as minimal junk as possible. So I need to build my habits back up, and I need to build my wardrobe back up. Though that's probably my main goal this year, is just to sew more. Got my notes. Goal number 2, don't be scared, just sew it. When I learned to knit in 2004, however long ago that is, 11 years. 21 years. Math. And I wanted to learn to knit for about a year before that, but I just couldn't bring myself to knit a garter stitch scarf. So when I finally learned to knit is when I just was like, this is a pattern that I like, a garment that I want to wear, and it was too complicated for me, but I just knit it. And I made mistakes and I learned how to fix them. And I think that that's like the push I need for my sewing as well. It's just to find garments I like. I'd not worry about what the easiness rating is, and just sew it and make mistakes and be fine. And I think that's really going to give me a wardrobe I want to wear, as well as be more interesting for the actual sewing process. Goal number 3, get comfortable with my serger. I bought a serger cover stitch machine 2 years ago, and I think I've used it twice. It's quite intimidating, but a lot of the things I want to wear are knits, and I think that they would be much easier with a serger. And I own it, so why not? Excuse me. I know I should be drinking tea or coffee, but I got a Red Bull today. Even though the city did not have fireworks planned, somebody did, and they woke us up in the night. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'll learn my serger. I've already got it, so why not make the most out of it? Number 4, learn to alter necklines. I've never really liked high necklines, and in the last couple years, I cannot tolerate them anymore. This is one of my very few tops with like a low neckline. It's a wrap top, and every time it's clean, I wear it. This I did make. This fabric is from Joann's like 10 years ago. It's this really, really, really lovely flamingo pattern. This is the top of a jumpsuit that I hacked off and just used bias binding to make some ties. It doesn't fit well. It's not very flattering, but it's very functional, so I've kept it since I made it last year. Learning to alter necklines would really open up the patterns that I already own, and looking at other patterns, not so much focusing on what the neckline is, but the overall structure, and then just being able to change it into a V-neck or a square neck, or maybe even a boat neck, but a deep scoop neck, something else that will like keep my neck free, because it's claustrophobic. And goal number 5, work with my stash as much as possible. This is for a couple reasons. 1, I'm pretty broke, so working for my stash makes sense economically. All my fabric right now is coming from thrift stores, so I'm keeping costs low there, but also just using what I already have makes a lot of sense. And, we don't live in the biggest apartment, and the what we're looking for in the future is going to be even smaller, I think. So getting used to now keeping my stash low, just kind of buying what I need for project by project is going to make a lot of sense. I think I'm crooked. Very sorry. Yeah, so working with patterns I already have, working with fabric I already have, trying to get as much as I can secondhand. I'm super bummed that I got the email that Destashify is going away this year. I understand, you know, like life, right? But that was one of my go-tos as well as a thrift store. We do have some good thrift stores here that do carry crafting supplies. And you can always find fabric, you know, outside of the craft section as well. So those are my goals for 2025. So let's talk about my Make 9. If I'm completely honest, it would be swimsuit, 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 swimsuit. I'm obsessed. I want to sew a swimsuit so bad. Another reason I want to figure out my serger and cover stitch machine is because that I know that it'll make those garments like a lot stronger and more durable. But to be realistic, I did mix it up. And number one is that I want to make a dog sweater. I've got a little dog. You can probably hear her walking around. And it is cold. So I have this pattern. This is Simplicity 8824. I'm particularly interested in these two views. This is like a t-shirt that uses stretch fabric. This is a quilted jacket. This is specifically what I want to make. I think it's super cute. And I think it would be fun to quilt some of my leftovers so we could have matching clothes. Okay, so that's for her. That's the first one. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to do this. Hopefully before it stops being cold, which I guess is March here. I haven't lived this far north in a very long time, so it's quite the adjustment. But I'm really looking forward to this. She's tiny and she's a large in this pattern, so I've got another dog, but she is actually large, like almost 100 pounds, and I can't find a pattern that would fit her. So if anyone knows of a good dog pattern for 100-pound dogs, she's tall, she's long, she's got a big chest, please let me know. Next on my list is a quilt. I might insert some Pinterest photos here. I'm kind of going to keep with the turtle sea theme. I think I'm going to take some jelly rolls and do like a strip quilt and then applique on some turtles. I want to keep it simple because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never quilted before. There's a couple reasons I want to quilt. One, I'm sick of putting a duvet cover on. I know that might sound lame, but I'm just sick of it. We have to wash our bedding quite often because we have dogs and they do sleep in the bed and they're dirty and so we're dirty. But being able to just wash the whole thing and put the whole thing out, and I know if I make it myself, I can put in so much stitching that the batting's never going to move an inch, and we'll be able to wash it whenever we need it. I can keep scraps so I can make repairs, and it just makes a lot of sense. Additionally, I would like to make a wall hanging. I don't know if I'm just getting to that age where I like tapestry wall hangings or whatever, but we've got, this is a pretty cheap one. This is from Amazon, and it's made out of some sort of like almost shower curtain material. I've tried to iron it and steam it a couple times. It's still got all these creases in it. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't love that. So if I could, if I could make some for our house, that would just be awesome. And, you know, just more style, more personality. And we all love handmade stuff, right? Number 3 is a bra, like a proper bra, like an underwire bra. I've got a big chest. I think a lot of us get into sewing because we have some area of our body that is out of proportion with the rest of us according to fashion standards, right? And for me, it's my chest. Like, I always have to size up for my chest, and it's just really annoying. And I can't find bras that fit in my local stores. And the bras I would want to try online, you know, of course you have the risk of the size being incorrect and having to do returns back and forth, but also a lot of them are brands from overseas and the shipping is quite a bit, and the bras are expensive, which makes sense because they're made out of good quality material. They're built to last. But we're sewists, right? So I want to just sew my own. Again, I don't have a pattern in mind, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I would really appreciate it, especially if it's a set, like a bra and panty set. Full coverage on the back, please. I think that would be really cute. And if I can get the fit just right, and I can make 100, right? The next item, sorry, my notes are right there, is a workout set. And for Christmas, my husband got me Melissa Fair's Sew Your Own Activewear. And this is a block pattern, top and bottom block pattern. It walks you through all the fit adjustments you need. So if I can get through the fit adjustments to make the basic top and bottom, I'm going to consider that checked off. I'm really excited about this. I've never worked from a block pattern before. The directions seem great. Let me know if you want a video series getting the fit for this, because I think it's going to be so much frustrating fun. But this does not have a bra. And I would consider the set, the whole thing, the bottom, the bra, and the top, because a lot of times I don't wear a shirt. Okay, I work out at home. What do you want? But I do have Simplicity 8339. I've had this for a couple years. I've never sewn it, but this seems like, it's what I already have. Use my stash, right? So I prefer the look of the double straps, but let's be honest, right? I probably need the thick strap. But there's some opportunity for color blocking. I think it's pretty cute. The back's nice and seems really sturdy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So then I'll have a complete set, probably matchy-matchy out of the same fabric. I'm a matchy-matchy girl. Next one is swimsuit. I think that I found the pattern that I want to use, and I'll insert it here. I don't remember the brand name, but it's like 3 bikini tops and 3 bikini bottoms. One of the bottoms is pretty full coverage, which is what I like. I like a bikini. I don't mind. I'm a big girl, but I'm there to swim. Okay, I'm there to be. Eventually, I'm gonna make a one piece, a rash guard. I want to make all the swimsuits. I want to make one of those cute wrap ones. Yeah, if you've got a favorite swimsuit pattern, please let me know, because I genuinely want to make every swimsuit pattern I've seen. But I thought to start with a bikini would be nice because it uses really minimal material. I know I'm gonna mess it up. And yeah, and if this one works out, I can make, just tons. Next up is a men's shirt for my lovely husband. And I don't just mean make a men's shirt, I mean perfect the fit of a men's shirt for him. I think that I'm going to use this Mimi G Style 8613. I actually have View A cut out, but this one has a not a raglan. It's raglan sleeve, but it's also got like a Henley style too with buttons. I have one of these cut out, but I had to piece together the sleeves, so I'm not going to count this. And plus, it's just straight size. There's no adjustments. So we'll see how that fits and go from there. Every year, this is going to be on my Make 9 every year until I get a perfect fitting raglan t-shirt, a perfect fitting regular t-shirt, a perfect fitting polo, a perfect fitting button up for him. Probably then I'll switch to men's pants and shorts and stuff, swimsuits, all that. He can sew too, but he sticks to like pajama pants. So anyways, I think we're going to start with this one. It's kind of great. People love the Mimi G stuff. So I'm really looking forward to sewing this. Next up is doing some leather work. I bought myself this book, Handmade Renaissance Fair Fashion, last year. I was disappointed. The patterns are all one size, and it's not my size. So they give like instructions for grading, but they're just like at an inch. Okay. So I'm not sure about the rest of the garments in this, though. Of course, I'll give one a try. Probably the peasant, right? Like a chemise type base layer. I want to go to some fairs this year, so I would like to not go crazy, but look a bit the part. But what I didn't realize was that this book was going to have a section on leatherworking, which I've been wanting to get into anyways. And I think I'm going to start with a belt. I think that would be really simple, really beautiful. This one's like a stamped belt. So yeah, eventually I want to make leather bags. Maybe shoes, I think. But that's 10 years from now. So we're going to start with a belt this year, I think, and we're going to go and use the pattern or the guide from this book. Next up is a bag. I thought I had more bag patterns, but I don't. I've only got these two. Not quite what I was thinking of, but it's what I've got. There's a bag pattern in that book I just showed you, so that's a contender as well, but in the theme of using stuff from my stash. I've got these two patterns. They're from the Simply Sewing magazine. I used to get it all the time. It always comes with patterns. I like the randomness of it. I love random things. It's kind of like one of those gotcha machines or those toy machines, capsule machines where you don't know what you're going to get. I love that kind of stuff. Blind boxes, all that. So first we've got the Sicily bag, which is like a backpack with these cute straps. And then we've got the gym bag, which is probably what I'm going to go with. Last but certainly not least, I have on my Make 9 full bust adjustment. I bought the Stitch Sisters full bust adjustment class when they first came out with their online school, and I have not done it. So that's for this year. I'm going to do it. I don't know. I don't particularly have a garment in mind. It's just going to be probably the first thing I want to sew that has a top, probably a woven, right? You don't need a full bust adjustment on a knit, do you? Do you? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, so that's my 2025 goals and my Make 9 plans. Hopefully I do it. I don't know. I'm pretty much a procrastinator, and I don't have that much time for myself, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes a bit this year, but anyways, you got to carve out time for yourself when you can. So I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. I'm looking forward to keeping up my new habits, sewing, and YouTube. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.